Hi Ken, I just want to show you something that wasn't covered in the previous video. What the other video had assumed is that the existing hat shelf, as they're called in the industry, and rail is removed. I think it's highly likely you will be able to remove that, and maybe you can send me some photos that would help convince me that that's going to be relatively easy to do. There's going to be witness marks on these side cheeks where that's been removed. There's not a lot you can do about that. You just have to remove it as carefully as you can. So, if we did leave that existing hat shelf and rail in place, it would still be possible, although I haven't shown the hanging track and the vertical components, it would still be possible to have Elfa gliding baskets in here. The shoe racks only really work on the wall mounted configuration, but there is actually another Elfa product that you could replace these baskets with, which I think generally works out cheaper. I'm just going to very quickly try and insert one of those now while we're working. If I go to standard towers, let's go to assemblies, that's probably going to work. No. Yeah, let's dump that one in just quickly. So this is what Elfa called it. It's a drawer system, and it's basically a set of drawers or baskets that slide relatively freely in a tower framework. I'm having a little bit of a glint. Yeah, here we go. Chug, chug, chug. So, just going to free that up. So you can see where I'm going with this. You could dump something like that in there. It's floor standing. It's either 55, 45 or 35 wide at this point. And actually I need to rotate that through 90 degrees. But the baskets glide on these rails. Now these have a nylon rotating bearing, so it does actually glide. This, it's a lip of steel around the basket that sits in this U shape of enamelled white metal here. So it's not as sophisticated mechanically, but it does the job, and plenty of people do have these in wardrobes as a less expensive way of providing some drawer functionality. So I just wanted to cover that. Because you haven't got multiple verticals, you can create some gliding features low down. And if you particularly wanted the shoe racks, the wall mounted is a good solution. If you don't want the shoe racks and you want some drawer functionality, this freestanding unit is also a good option. Different heights, different widths. We can get into that later on. Okay, let's carry on.